and welcome back to Tempus Valorem. Thank you so much for the subscribe on the channel and the views on the previous video, guys. This is helping us tremendously, and we're reaching 37 subscribers now. Hopefully we'll get 40 with this video and more with the next one, but thank you so much for the support, guys, for the channel. Today we'll be talking about Darkfire Heroes. So it's a new game from Rovio. You may know them for that excellent movie, Angry Birds, or that small game, Angry Bird as well, that you can find on mobile, and that has been played for more than 10 years now. But they're going a bit more into mid-core now, and they got a studio for Darkfire, and it's quite an interesting game. So what we're going to do this time, I'm not going to explain so much right away. I'm just going to show you the gameplay, and like that, if you don't like it, you can just stop the video, and if you like it, I will give you more details about it. So here you can see actually the start of this mode. This is a PvP mode, so this is like a really interesting one. So I'm on the right, as you can see, because there's the green health bars, and the other ones are for the enemy. So in this mode, you need to rush to the top, which is quite interesting. You have it sometime in games like World of Warcraft, etc., when there's competition. But here it's not really a competition, it's just actually a PvP mode that you can play all the time. So that's quite fun. You can be sneaky towards your opponent. So here, boom, I'm going to daze them. So actually they're a bit slower, even if they're going faster than me right now. And you can actually like freeze them now. So boom, oh, he froze me as well, of course. So you can use your spell against the opponent. So that's quite fun. I'm going to use my one-to-one nuke, and we're going to jump there. So this is the kind of thing that you can do in this game mode. It's quite interesting. Like there's other modes, of course, and especially other PvP modes. But here it's really interesting that you need to build your own team actually that can do quite well in this mode, and really to actually see the progression. You know, like it's really you can see the climax now. Like it's actually beating me up a bit. I hope I can get back. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to nuke that guy. See with my guy here. I'm going to try to freeze them, but it's going to be really tight because I don't have actually a healer. I went a bit crazy there. I think I'm going to lose that one, guys. He froze me, so I think this is going to be the end of the game. But you can see that it's really tense. Like I'm reaching the tower now. No, I couldn't defeat him, so I lost. Sorry, so I'm going to give you some advice now. So maybe they're not the best one because I just lost the game. But still, hopefully they're going to help you build your team, etc. at the beginning. So the game has two main components, PvE and PvP. You can see them both at the top, so you can pick actually if you go to the campaign or if you go to the arena. The campaign is quite classical, just a PvE, and then you actually defeat your mission and you get a chest that grants you heroes, so that's quite interesting. And then you have the arena that has two modes, and that can offer sometimes different modes with the events that can be available. So you have the classic arena, which is going to be PvP, so you actually have two towers, so this is very close to Clash Royale. And you put actually your spells and heroes, and you have the hero race that we just played. So here what's interesting is that the game has been live for about 2 years, but it was in soft launch, etc. So a lot of the events that's available now have been actually proved to be working for a couple of times. So it's quite interesting. What I don't love is that actually they didn't actually shard the server. You know, like sometimes actually developers would actually shard the server, and so you can feel like you're starting anew with other people. Here, the only thing that's a little bit annoying is that you're starting where a lot of guilds have been created like almost 2 years ago, etc. So this is a little bit annoying. You don't feel like you're starting fresh, but you're starting fresh, let's say, with a bigger pool of players. There was just a small pool of players that actually like had some progress, etc. But again, like it pros and cons, right? Because like now we have actually events and a lot of live ops that are amazing. For a game that's just been released, every day there's something new in the game. So when we're going to talk about value of time later, it's something that's going to be really important here. I think this game is actually, it's really a package of fun because you can come every day and you have loads of things to do in the game. You have expedition, they have really like a lot of mechanics. Like this is not especially fun, but at least, you know, they didn't make it annoying. So it's really one click and you get a reward. So to be honest, like this is not too bad. It's not like, you know, you need to actually do expeditions or like you will do in World of Warcraft, etc., which can be a bit annoying. You have your daily quests, etc., and the campaign quest. So this is quite the classical one. What's really important is going to be your teams. So in terms of teams and your heroes, it's going to be like very like Clash Royale, like Rush Royale, you know, like these kind of games, or even Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where it's not getting one hero is not like the key to the end game. You will have to get that hero many times to be able to level him up and to reach like at least level 10 or 15 even, so you can actually have a stable team in the end. Here I had to restart to play on BlueStack here, so this is why I have actually a small team on the PC version, on the emulator. So you can see that my core heroes at the moment that I selected are Otto, Owl, Paul, Niena, Lirs, Jose, I guess, and Dagmir. So at the moment where I'm at, this is what I picked. I'm playing a bit differently this time because this is a reroll, and actually like I have a team that's quite different on my mobile. But here I tried really to make the video and to actually try to get like the best heroes to start with, in my opinion at least. So if you get these heroes, you're gonna have a really strong healer, which is really important in the game. You're gonna have a tank that you will have to switch later. So you will have to get Leek or Luke later. This guy that you need to get at level 9, but in between you can level up this guy, and this guy you will use him in the race, because like you saw how it is, right? So scroll up, so him he can jump actually and close gaps, which is really important, which the other tanks won't really be able to do. But Leek is going to be like much more powerful later on in the game. So you're going to swap some units, but let's say like overall you're going to have 7-8 units total to do PvP events, etc. Because the events, the way they are, you can see here, you'll have elemental dungeon, for example. So here, when you play that, all the heroes that have a fire element will actually have a hero level of +6. So this is something maybe in late game when you're going to be at level 15 and your gear is going to be really good, it's not going to matter that much. But when you're starting the game and your hero is level 6, being level 12 is actually like double the power. So it's going to help you tremendously. So before I leave the team components, actually I'm going to show you here. What I quite like about this team to start with is that you get actually two things that are quite powerful and that will carry you throughout the game. So you get Northern Fury, which is actually a skill, let's say a skill that you level up, yes, with Dagmir. So Dagmir, she has a break shield, she can increase the damage that you do to some units in a cone, so that's cool. Break defense is here. Now what's really cool, and that can carry you out through the end game, is Valkyrie Spirit. So this is going to be almost like a shaman in World of Warcraft or something like that, like it's going to give an average buff that's going to last actually for 3, 4, 6 seconds, which is a good amount of time, every time a hero scores a critical hit. So that's really good. So why would it carry out through the end game? Because at the moment, well, in my opinion at least, at the moment, like some units can be really quick in attack speed, so they actually show you, like you need to take all the hints that the developers give you. They show you that this attack speed is really low. So the units that's going to have a low attack speed are going to be really good with that. So I'm starting on myself with Jose that I'm going to use in PvP as well. So his attack speed is a bit slow, so it's not ideal, but later on it should be better. And here's who's 2 seconds. So what's quite interesting is that there's synergies that happen in the game and that show you how to use the heroes as well. So what's really good with having Dagmir and Lirs in the same team is that you have really this attack, triple spears, that's going to do a lot of damage to one specific unit. And if you break shield right before that, you're going to be able to actually land your 3 hits on that break shield. So basically you can one-shot almost a tower thanks to the combination of these two skills in arena race, which is really good. So yeah, one of my suggestions would be to go through these heroes, and of course you can swap some of them, etc. later on, and when you will have better heroes that have a higher attack speed, you can actually swap them. But let's say like the gear that you have, because if you go to the heroes, they have some gear here, and you can have like damage, you can have critical damage, that's not what I meant to do. You can have critical damage, you can have different things, and you're going to have like percentage of critical chance. And this is going to be something really important. You want a fast attack and a lot of critical chance. So actually your heroes will almost have their average buff on at all time. And this is going to be very powerful for your team to nuke like enemies, etc. So this is the main advice on the team. There's really good guides out there from Stormi and from Faro that you can check. They will give you like much more details with the tier list, etc. But here it is more like a quick introduction to the game that I wanted to do with you guys. So that's my opinion for the Dream Team. So the value time on this game, again, is really good. What's really good is that they really guide you towards what you need to do that day. So for example, the gold burst days, this is when you need to open all your chests. So you're gonna have like in PvP, you're gonna have your keys chest, etc. So you need to really keep this chest for these days, because you're gonna get much more, twice the amount of gold. And the amount of gold is gonna increase like much more in terms of how much gold you need to level up your heroes. So you can see it starts like very low, but then it's going to reach the thousands, and so you will need actually this extra gold. What's really important as well is to keep your energy as low as possible before you level up your heroes. When you level up your heroes, you're going to level up your account, so heroes or spells, what's really important is like here, for example, I shouldn't make the mistake to level up one of my heroes. I need to wait that I'm actually at 2 to 0 energy, and then actually I will level up my hero so I can actually reach level 9, and then I can do much more quests. So that's really important. Now, if we touch the monetization, it's not that evil, again, because if we compare to games like Epic 7 or to games like Genshin Impact, where having one hero can change your account entirely, here having the first hero is not going to change that much, because you're going to have the hero level 1. So what can you do with level 1? It's not so powerful. However, where they're a bit more aggressive is that they give you a boost for limited time on that hero. So if you get that hero level 1, there's a boost till level 8, for example, and you need to pay $50, for example, to keep that boost after the 2 days. So still a bit aggressive, but I would say like it used the dopamine a little bit less. You know, there's you unveil the cards when you're going to buy this pack, for example, you're going to get some of the epic heroes that are going to be like from this selection, etc. So there's still, you know, components where it's a bit cheeky, let's say, and it's going to lead you to actually maybe make more purchase. But I think like it's not the worst. So not so bad. Just be a bit careful. At the moment, personally, I bought the starter pack. So this is the mega starter pack, but the starter pack gives you basically the value of the small gem plus a couple of benefits that are quite interesting. And that's it. Then you can buy the monthly cards. They have like both type of monthly card and deluxe monthly card, so that can be quite interesting for you as well. And there's the daily deals. So the daily deals, again, like really taken a bit from the framework from Clash Royale, but especially from Lilith Game. So Lilith Game, if you play them, like you will see, like they have like daily deals that they want you to spend $1 every day. So it's a bit what's happening here. Again, a bit cheeky, like a bit pushing, but like this really, like let's say if you buy it every day, it's going to be $30 per month, plus $5 that you spend on the monthly card. Well, 8. So you're going to be at $38 per month. So not very cheap, but not it's not the end of the world. So if you want to have actually a good value to start with, you can start with that. So that's about it for the quick intro. Again, quite a great game. You can really manage your teams, and you will have to have the flexibility to actually change your teams based on the event and the elements, etc., which is quite good. Monetization, a bit cheeky, but like very, like, let's say it's quite average fare. A lot of offers, okay, fair enough. Like you will need to really see which one is the best for you and to avoid the decoys that can be out there. But it's not the worst, let's say. It's just like you can spend a lot of money, so you just need to be a bit careful on that. That's it. So influencers or YouTubers to follow, again, I would suggest Stormi and Faro TV. And also you can join actually the Discord server, the official one. So there you're gonna have guilds like Diablo 2, not the game, like the guild, and Assassins and Legendary only. So these 3 guilds have their own dedicated servers where you can get a lot of information. So if you want to know more about the game, don't hesitate to go there and ping me in the comments if you want to know more about this game, if you want me to continue progressing on that account, or if I just play on my mobile one for my own pleasure. You guys let me know. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please subscribe to the video, to the channel, and like the video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.